Welcome. A place called Hezhou, Hezhou. About an hour and a bit northwest of Guangxi, near Hong Kong. Very local town. Been bucketing with rain over the last week. Today was torrential, pissed down with rain on the morning. Took the train, high-speed rail train from last city. Took the D train, which is quite nice. Runs around about 240 kilometres an hour, and economical second class seats, which are very nice, have got PowerPoints, so D class. I'm going to try and do that again. I like their trains. I have been on faster trains, 350k an hour. So was it 350? Yeah, I got up to 350. That was a G class train. But honestly, once you get that fast, no one gives it. You don't feel it anyway. It's just, they're incredibly fast. I sometimes take in a slower train just because the business class seat, well, I call business first class, not business class, first class, because it's second, first, and then business. Sometimes you get this hybrid VIP that's between between business and first class. So yeah, but it's not quite business class, but it's not quite first class. You're in your private little cabin. Rarely though, you see that on trains sometimes. But sometimes taking a slower train, and sometimes you can get quite a good price to go to first class seats. And it doesn't matter if you're another 20-30 minutes behind. You just relax on the train. So I've got a very local area. My hotel was that way. I had problems getting myself my bearings where I was. I found I'm about where I'm that way somewhere, about a half-hour walk. But there's a hill up there. Interesting. So I was talking with a young family, and they I got some lunch from them, and I got meal, and then I've gone. They brought me to the other shop, which is another part of the town, which is near my hotel. Made some friends. Cute family, and met the hubby just in the shop. Apparently he's 36. He looks like he's like 24. Crazy young. There's a sort of experience. I like these little baby cities. When I say baby cities, they're not super touristy, but I was just sort of expecting a little bit more from being quite close to Guangzhou. Don't get me wrong, Guangzhou is a mega city. I was expecting something that was a little bit more sort of I suppose a little bit more tourist friendly as such. I normally tell when I have to struggle to find a coffee shop. But once you find the little pockets of the main shopping community areas, then you're sort of okay. The trick is to find them. Anyway, I'm going to have a wander.
有超甜特别幸运超市短时优惠，全场低至19元，快进店选购吧！
Doing some exploring up this base of this mountain. It looks pretty vertical. I'm not gonna lie. It does look pretty vertical. It's been raining like a trooper this morning. It's been pissing down. Thought someone slipped to their death then. It was a grind. Now, I think this does have a name. I'm just going to try and wander around to see what I can find. I'm not expecting too much. Looks like they've had some rockfall issues here. They say no climbers. That's just a warning. I'm assuming that people had trying to climb and maybe they got hurt. Loose rocks and all that. But let's turn around. Oh. This city is, I don't think it's as scenic as Guilin, where I was from. They had that winding river through the system, through the town. It had a lot more of the mountains cutting and cutting out, but of course it's all relative. It's still very attractive, but you go on the other side, it looks flat. It's I think a city of two halves really. Where I'm staying wasn't looking that interesting, but then coming from the train station I did see some nice views. Yeah, I'm very cautious of this path. I don't like to trip and fall over if I can do myself in. If I had to use what weather was like today, I think I'd call it fucking muggy. It's hot. It's hot and it's muggy. I don't even know how hot it is. Let me ask my little phone. Hey Siri, what's the weather like?
It's currently raining and 28 degrees.
28
the air
degrees.
quality is considered excellent at 22.
Hey Siri, what's the humidity?
The humidity is currently 85%.
85%. 28 degrees. Oh, I've heard Vietnam and Thailand are getting the ass whipped out of them with regard to temperature. And I'm assuming humidity too, because Vietnam's had the storms. Imagine that. I can 85% humidity and 40 degrees. You'd want to be hiding in your hotel room. If you're a local, start the movies, but geez. I'm just going for a wander. Just to get out. To explore. I got back late afternoon yesterday, turned the aircon and just hibernated. Only way to do it. So, good views. Oh, in fact, mentioned there was a young family I was talking to before. So the mother and the daughter, they said, come with us in the DD and to our other shop. I checked and it was in proximity nearer to my hotel, so I said sure. And they stopped in the other shop and gave me a drink there, so quite friendly. And the youngest, I think she's about 10. She's going, I'll take you up this mountain. And I politely declined, but I think this is the one that she's referred to. I think she would have left me for dead. I think if you get used to these climbs, you probably hang your young and fit. But yeah. Oh. This is a challenge. Meet me at the top. See you shortly. It's the first structure, I think. It wasn't too far up from my left. Oh. There we go. Ah. Someone down there's cracking out a karaoke tune. You know, up here, those mountains are very scenic. I'll take back what I said, better than being a little plain Jane. If you had mobility and you're able to drive around and explore. Yeah. Now, up there, there's the next stop. That's another Bigola. Let's go up there without fucking killing myself. It should be easier than this. Travel when you're young and fit, without glasses, because these bad boys just keep fogging up. Anyway, there's my words of wisdom for the day. Travel young, and it gets harder. Life grinds you down. Let's go up. It's hot. I got up here and there's a couple of Chinese guys up here and they had their shirts off getting a breeze. I thought it's a good idea. It was so hot. 85% humidity. Sweating. Anyway, a bit of guns for you. I'm white as a painting at the moment. I'm like a ghost, I am. I don't get tanned. Anyway, good views up here. All these rocks, these mountains. There's another mountains over here. Of course, there's a bridge down here going into another part of the city. Who knows where that is? And there's some antennas up there and some lookouts. But there is a river going around the city. It's sort of not winding through the city that I know of anyway, but it's divvying between these mountain ranges, and it goes all the way through. Big ass river. And it cuts all the way out, slithers out. This side of the city, no river. I think Gillian was just a more condensed city. It just felt more interesting than here. But it's tough to know, isn't it? Because you're only here for a short time. If I got to explore all out of around these areas, you'd see a different part of the city. There could be ways to walk around here as well, up these mountain ranges, but unless you're like part mountain goat, I don't know if you're going to get around those areas. Locals know paths. I'd be surprised if there's paths. So, anyway, this mountain's called Lingfeng, Lingfeng, Lingfeng Mountain, apparently. Oh, it's quite cool without your shirt. It's a bit of a shock for you, I can imagine. See some old guy with no shirt on, but hey, I'll try and keep it up here. Remember, eyes. Up here, up here, up here. Oh, up there. The camera did something. I think I got gesture control. I don't know what it did. Oh, it's waving. I can see 1, 2, 3. It takes a picture. Just see. Oh, gesture. So yeah, eyes up here. Up here, people. So, anyway, it's a good breeze. Oh, I might sit up here for a while. Anyway, you've seen the city. See me suffer. I'll call that quits. I think you just have to know where you're going in these cities. It's a bit tough. Sometimes you just need to get your bearings. But definitely it's a local city. As a foreigner, I think you just stand out here more than often. I'm getting the vibe that when people look at me, they see someone they're not expecting. The last city, not so much. There was just more people walking around as tourists. But you get that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Keep it short. Have a good one. See you next time. Bye.